start with biology class. So the last topic, very small topic, isn't it? That we are going to complete now. So that is addiction. What is addiction and what is meant by dependence? Okay. So that we are going to see about the adolescence. We are going to see about the alcoholism and smoking. We are going to see and how to prevent from taking the alcohols and smoking also we are going to see now. Okay. So what are the topics that we are going to see today? Today we are going to see about the topics which we are going to see about this. First one is adolescence. First one is what? Adolescence. Second one is addiction and dependence. Okay. Now the third one is alcoholism and smoking. Alcoholism and smoking. Third one, what is the control and prevention or preventive measures? Prevention, control and prevention. Okay. So these are all some of the topics which we have to see. That is what adolescence, addiction and dependence, alcoholism and smoking, and control and prevention. And what is the chapter that we are studying now? We are studying about human health and diseases. Human health and diseases. Under human health and diseases, what are the topics that we covered so far? We studied about various diseases. We studied about various diseases: bacterial disease, viral disease, bacterial diseases, viral diseases, then fungal disease or fungal infection, isn't it? About fungal infection, then protozoal infection, then helminths, ascariosis, isn't it? Ascaris lumbricoides. So ascariosis. So helminths infections also we have studied. And then immunity, that is autoimmunity, about immunity or the immune system. About the immune system we have studied. Immune system, immunoglobulin, very important. What are the different types of immunity? About the vaccination we have studied, and immune or lymphoidal organs. About lymphoidal organs also we have studied. Lymphoidal organs also we have studied. And next to that, we studied about various alkaloids. Like cannabinoids, opioids, cocaine, isn't it? And the plant sources and what are the impacts of these alkaloids? The plants and its drugs and its health hazards also we have studied. Now the last topic is adolescence, addiction, dependence, alcoholism and smoking, control and prevention measures. And these are the topics that you have to study for the examination, because you can expect the questions for the board examination as well as for your NEET examinations. Whereas when you take these topics, this has to be known like an health education. This is a kind of an awareness as a student, as a senior secondary students. You must know and you must keep an awareness about all these things, because you are going to get into a next stage in your life, from school education to higher education, collegiate education. You are getting into the higher education, so that environment will be different, and the friends, the unforeseen circumstances may provide, and you will be getting exposed to lots of adventures, excitements will be there, and you will also involve yourself in doing various experimentation out of the peer pressure. So all these factors will be there. Though all these circumstances prevail and comes to you, you must be very careful when you are in the higher education. Can you understand? That is during the period of adolescence. You must be very, very careful, because you should not become a prey. You should not become a prey to the predators. What are all the predators? The drugs, smoking, alcohols, which comes because of the peer pressure and because of the psychological distress, psychological perturbance. So all those things will be psychologically, some individuals will be psychologically perturbed. And for those distress or the discomfort which occurs in the mental health cannot be solved only by taking the alcohol or smoking or getting into any kind of addiction. That deteriorate completely the future growth of the individual. So every individual has a future growth. Every individual has to live, sustain for the prosperity of the nation and prosperity of the family, prosperity of the society, and ultimately for the prosperity of their own. Isn't it? That is the ultimate aim of each and every individuals in the society. The prosperity is the ultimate aim, ultimate necessity of the individual, the sustenance of the individual in the society. The prosperity will be lost when the individual getting addicted or when the individual becomes dependent to the alcohol, smoking, or otherwise to the drug. So that creates the negative impact on the individual. The individual cannot do anything for the growth of the society. Their contribution will become nullified. So therefore, each and every individual, the senior secondary students, so you are without feathers in the school, within the family, because you will be under the monitoring, keen monitoring of your parents as well as the teachers. But when you get into a higher education, little freedom will be given to you. The independence will be given to you. So that independence which is being given to you from the parents and from the society has to be taken in a productive way, into your constructive way, for your protection, because the world is full of competition. So in order to survive and exist in this competitive world, and we have to have a very, 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 very neat and clean habit to discipline the life. Unless otherwise, we'll become a prey to all these predators. Okay, so it's a kind of a health education which you have to keep it in mind and you have to follow. As my children, it's my very kind advice for you all. Whatever the impacts come to you, whatever the exposure you are getting into in your future, that you are getting exposed to such type of activities, you must be very keen enough, and you have to think of your parents, and you have to think about your future and your prosperity and prosperity of your family, society, and ultimately to the nation. Then you will be becoming a colorful kite. Even see, imagine the colorful kite, how the colorful kite will be. Even at the night you can see the colorful light, colorful kite, isn't it? So we can easily identify. If you are becoming black and white, then what will happen? You cannot identify the kite. Even during the night time, one among the other it will become. So that shouldn't happen, and you must be an exalting student in the future years to come. That is my prayer and my wishes for you. And as my students, I want everybody of you to know all these factors and get rid of all those things in your future. Okay, now we'll start with adolescence. What is this adolescence? The adolescence, the individual attains a state of physical and psychological growth. The individual will attain physical and psychological growth. What is that physical growth? The physical growth in the body, the morphological features and the physiological factors inside the body will also undergo the rapid differentiation. So as a result, there will be development of primary sexual characters as well as the secondary sexual characters that induces, that shows that individual has attained the physical development. So there will be the physical growth, and similarly there will be what? There will be the psychological growth in the individual. So physical growth, the psychological growth can otherwise be called as what? Mental growth, and it is existing between an age group between 12 to 18 years, but actually it is up to 22 years. Whereas in the textbook it has been given, but medically it has been proved, scientifically also it has been proved experimentally it has been proved that it should be between the age group of 12 to 18 years. But now it has been extended to 22 years, whereas in your NCERT it has given it as a period between 12 to 18 years. And during this stage, the individual want to have a independent life, independent living, independent nature. But naturally, during this adolescence, the individual depends on the parents. The individual depends on the parents. And during this stage, I told you the physical and the mental development has taken place. And due to this, that the individual or a student wants to expose themselves into various kinds of recreational activities, adventure, and similarly they want to expose themselves for the various experimental process, experimental kind of activities, and they will be having lots of excitement. They want to have what? Lots of excitement. And this experimental activities occurs due to a kind of a motivation. That motivation occurs because of the peer pressure. Because of peer, I said, I am not only telling about the peer pressure, but also due to the environmental circumstances where the child is being exposed, where the child is living. So therefore, the moral values has also been given always, telling about the negative impact and the health ailments and hazards that is going to prevail when the child is going to deviate from the normal activities, normal or healthy lifestyle activities. Shall I write the points now? Adolescence. During this adolescence, there will be the physical and mental growth. Physical and the mental growth. When you take this physical growth, there will be the development of primary and secondary sexual characteristics, hormonal production. So all those things you have studied in your reproductive biology. So again, I don't want to get into all such things. Just you keep this in your mind. That will be more than enough. Okay. So development of primary and secondary sexual characters, isn't it? Then they have a dependency towards parents, elders or the parents. When you take this mental growth, this mental growth leads to adventure, excitement, and a kind of experimentation, kind of doing experimentation because of the motivation, not a positive motivation. See, in the psychology, the motivation is a royal road of success. An individual should attain the success not because of hard work, not because of dedication. That is also a factor, but the prime factor will be the motivation. The motivation is a royal road for success. When a child is keep on motivated, when you are motivated frequently, ultimately your path will be towards the royal road. That royal road will take you to your destination, that is the ultimate success. So you have to be motivated. Every individual should be motivated, and you also start motivate your brothers, you also start motivate your kids, you also start motivate your neighbors, the small children, your juniors. Then ultimately they also will travel in a royal road of success. And it is our bounden duty as a teacher, as a parents, to always motivate you. Definitely you will reach your destination. That destination is nothing but a success. Okay, so this here is the motivation says that it is not a proper motivation. It's a negative motivation which occurs due to the peer pressure. That is what we are calling as the motivation. So this is about the adolescence. Age group will be 12 to 18 years as per your NCERT manual. So 12 to 18 years of age will be the age group for what? Age group for the adolescents, 12 to 18 years. Okay. Now we will go for the addiction. What is this addiction? Addiction is nothing but it is a kind of psychological attachment. What is addiction? It is a psychological attachment to certain effects such as euphoria and a temporary feeling of well-being. Temporary feeling of well-being which is associated with drugs and alcohol. Okay, so what is that addiction? Now we go to the next topic. That is what addiction. What is this addiction? Addiction is nothing but it is a psychological attachment. Psychological attachment. The psychological attachment. Psychological attachment to what? Psychological attachment to the effects of euphoria. What is this euphoria is called? Euphoria is called as intense feeling of pleasure. So internal feeling. So within the individual there will be what? A state of intense excitement will be there inside or happy. Euphoria is nothing but what? It is a state of intense happy or pleasure. Intense happy or pleasure, we are calling it as euphoria. So, to the effects of euphoria and similarly to the state of temporary feeling of well-being and temporary feeling of well-being which is being associated with drugs, alcohols and smoking. This is called as what? This is called as addiction. So addiction, immediately what you have to use the terminology? Psychological attachment. Psychological attachment to what? Attachment to the smoking, alcohols or drugs. So smoking, alcohol, drugs is a psychological attachment. Why? Because these drugs, alcohols and smoking creates euphoria. What is that euphoria called? மற்றவங்களை பத்தி எதுவும் கவலைப்படாம not thinking about the well-being of others, happiness of the others, rather considering only their own pleasure and happiness. So it is a state of intense feeling or pleasure of happiness about themselves, within themselves. No, can you understand what I am telling? So what is that euphoria? When the individual is being addicted, when the individual has got a psychological attachment to certain things, then ultimately they will forget about the others. Rather, they will be considering only about their own pleasure and happiness. That is called as intense pleasure or happiness, state of feeling their own intense feeling and happiness. They will be giving priority to that. That condition we are calling as euphoria. So that is not nice, isn't it? That is not correct also. So that creates ruinity, that ruin the individual, that ultimately deteriorate the individual. Again, the individual is being taken to the negative path. So let's go growth again, euphoria and temporary feeling of well-being. What is the temporary feeling of well-being? Temporary feeling of well-being when they are getting alcohol, they are consuming the alcohol, and during 2 to 3 hours the alcohol effect will be persisting inside the body. 2 to 3 hours they will be in the state of well-being. Oh, I am in this world, I am like this. So mirage we are telling, hallucination, illusion. So all these factors will be prevailing within the individual. So it is a state of temporary well-being. So permanent well-being when there will be, if there is no addiction, if there is no dependence, if the individual is not having alcoholism or smoking habit, when they are concentrating on their growth and the prosperity, education and the prosperity of the family, ultimately there will be the permanent state of well-being. Otherwise, this kind of addiction and the dependence will lead to temporary state of well-being. Can you understand? So what are the points that you have to keep it in mind? So addiction is nothing but what? It is a psychological attachment. A psychological attachment towards what? Towards the drugs, alcohols or the smoking. That leads to what? That leads to euphoria. And similarly a state of temporary feeling of the well-being. This is called as what? This is called as addiction. And now coming to the next one, dependence. That is the tendency of the body to manifest. What is that? The next topic is what? Dependence. The temporary state of the body to manifest a characteristic and unpleasant withdrawal symptom. So what is the next one is what? Addiction. Sorry. Next one is what? Dependence. Dependence is nothing but it is also a temporary state of body to manifest temporary state of a body to manifest a characteristic manifest temporary state of a body to manifest a characteristic behavior and unpleasant withdrawal symptom. What is that unpleasant withdrawal symptom? Unpleasant withdrawal symptom is nothing but getting rid of. So when the individual, when a person is having a dependence towards the alcohol or smoking, immediately or after some time when we are asking them to withdraw, then automatically they begin to have what? Shakiness, distress, psychological distress, nausea. Isn't it? Then nausea will be there, then anxiety will be there, anxiety, and then finally it leads to sweating. And finally it leads to what? Finally it leads to sweating. What is called as dependence? It is a temporary state of a body to manifest a characteristic behavior. What is that characteristic behavior? Not listening to the parents, malicious behavior. We are calling this malicious behavior, violence, reckless behavior, drop in academic performance, aggressiveness and vandalism. So characteristic behavior. That's what I write. Now this characteristic behavior, right here, no? What are those characteristic behavior? The characteristic behaviors are first one, aggressiveness. First one is what? Aggressiveness. First one is aggressiveness. Then vandalism, reckless behavior, malicious behavior, anxiety and stress. What are the characteristic features? So anxiety and stress, then drop in academic performance, and this vandalism, reckless behavior, aggressiveness, malicious behavior, everything leads to violence. Everything leads to a state of what? Everything leads to the state of violence. Okay. So what are the characteristic behaviors? Aggressiveness, vandalism, reckless behavior, malicious behavior, anxiety and stress, and drop in academic performance. So these are the characteristic behavior when an individual is getting dependent towards alcohol and smoking. And the last statement is what? An unpleasant withdrawal symptom. What are those unpleasant withdrawal symptoms? The unpleasant withdrawal symptoms are shakiness, distressedness, nausea, anxiety and repeated sweating. So this is about what? Addiction and dependence. What is this addiction? Addiction is nothing but it is a psychological attachment to the drugs, alcohols and to the smoking. Isn't it? Smoking, which leads to a condition called as euphoria. The other one is what? It's a temporary state of temporary feeling of the well-being. And what is dependence? Dependence is a temporary state of a body to manifest to acquire the characteristic behavior such as aggressiveness, vandalism, reckless behavior. We cannot predict the characteristic behavior of the individual. Morning he will be nice and evening he will become abnormal. And vandalism means involving themselves into antisocial activities like theft, robbery and fighting. And malicious behavior, abnormal behavior, anxiety and stress, and all these things leads to the violent behavior and also drop in the academic performance of the individual. And these are considered to be the characteristic behavior of an individual who has become dependent to alcohol and smoke. Alcohols and the smoke. Can you understand what I am telling? So dependence and addiction is over now. Dependence and addiction is over. Then adolescence is over. Then alcoholism and smoking. What is meant by alcoholism? Taking of alcohol in a low concentration or otherwise towards the higher concentration. So for a long duration of time or a long period of time, consumption of alcohol under the small concentration also create the negative impacts, health ailments, and similarly the excessive intake of the alcohols also causes health hazards. However, this alcohol will affect the various organs in the body. Say for example, so mostly the alcohols when you take, they will be acting as a sedative. I have told you. Sometimes it is used as an analgesic, a painkiller. Sedative is a kind of hallucination or otherwise a tranquilizing substances. So which creates what? A state of semi-consciousness, not temporary loss of consciousness. So that is a sedative hallucination state we are calling, which is a tranquilizer drug also. And it affects the various organs like, first it affects the nervous system, then it affects the heart, cardiovascular system, and similarly it affects the liver, kidney and the immune system. So alcohols affects the nervous system. So nervous system it causes dilation of the axon. What is this axon? It is a filament-like structure. It is a filament-like structure in neuron. Isn't it? What is the filament-like structure? How the filament-like structure will be? The filament-like structure. So the dendrites will be there. So this is called as axon. Roughly I am drawing the diagram. So axon. This axon will becomes dendritic cells or dendrites. So this axon will becomes dilated. And finally it causes rupture of axon. So therefore what will happen? The nervous system will get affected. So it affects the nervous system first thing. And similarly cardiovascular system. So what is the cardiovascular system? Circulatory system, where the dilation of blood vessels and obstruction due to the deposition of fats also occurs. So what happens? Heart attack. Obstructions of blood vessel will be like this, isn't it? The blood vessel will be like this, where the fatty deposits will be there, and this fatty deposits will obstruct the flow of blood. Then what will happen? When the blood flow is getting obstructed, ultimately there will be cardiac arrest. Leads to the cardiac arrest. Next one is called as very important thing. It affects the liver. Liver is very essential for normal metabolism of our body. So liver The main role of the liver helps in the secretion of various digestive enzymes. By gallbladder will be there, bile juice and bile pigments will be getting secreted, and this liver helps in the digestive system. And this liver's main function is the storage of glycogen. Storage of glycogen. Due to the deposition of alcohols, due to the frequent exposure to the alcohol, instead of storing this glycogen, this is the normal function. Isn't it? This is the normal function. Storage of glycogen is the normal function of the liver. So when the liver is getting affected because of the consumption of alcohol, instead of storing the glycogen, the fatty deposition occurs. Fatty substances, cholesterol and fats, lipids will be getting deposited. Where it will be getting deposited? It will be getting deposited on the liver. Once when the liver is getting deposited with these fatty substances, then what will happen? It leads to the condition called as fatty liver. Fatty liver. That is called as what? Fatty liver. This fatty liver cannot carry out the normal metabolic activities in the body. Cannot carry out what? Normal metabolic activities. So since the normal metabolic activities are not happening, this results in the malfunctioning of the liver, which is called as liver cirrhosis. Very, very important. It will ask you in the examination. Liver cirrhosis, which leads to liver cirrhosis. Normal function of the liver is the storage of the glycogen. Instead of storing the glycogen, there will be the fatty deposition on the liver. When the fatty substances are getting deposited on the liver, the normal metabolic activities cannot be carried out. So that results in malfunctioning of the liver. So that state we are calling it as liver cirrhosis. That state is called as what? Liver cirrhosis. And similarly, so first is what? It affects the nervous system, cardiovascular system. Third one is liver. Fourth one is again kidney. And finally, the immune system will be getting affected. The immune system will be getting affected. Immune system will be getting affected. So these are the ill effects of taking the alcohol. Ill effects of taking what? Alcohol. And the next one is what? Smoking. Ill effects of smoking. The smoking is due to what? Due to the deposition of nicotine. The nicotine is obtained from a plant called as Nicotiana tobacco. From the plant species called as Nicotiana tobacco and Nicotiana rustica. So the smoking, when you take out the smoking, the smoking is due to the deposition of nicotine. Deposition of what? Nicotine. This deposition of nicotine occurs from a plant that is called as Nicotiana tobacco, or otherwise Nicotiana rustica. Nicotiana rustica. So this is, we are calling this smoking. So the consumption of this plant, nicotine, will get deposited from Nicotiana tobacco or otherwise from Nicotiana rustica. So this smoking leads to cancer and cardiovascular disease, and it affects the bronchitis, the respiratory organ, bronchitis. It affects what? Bronchitis. It results in pulmonary tuberculosis. Pulmonary, we have pulmonary artery and pulmonary vein, isn't it? So pulmonary tuberculosis. It causes what? Pulmonary tuberculosis. So pulmonary tuberculosis. And similarly, it also leads to gastric and duodenal ulcerations. Duodenal ulcers. Duodenum, the digestive system will be getting affected, isn't it? And emphysema. The next one is called as what? Emphysema. Emphysema. What is this condition? The obstruction in the exchange of gases. The normal inspiration, expiration, the breathing mechanisms will not be taking place. Suffocation in breathing, respiration. There will be a suffocation in the respiration. Okay. Then last one is decreased oxygen carrying capacity due to the deposition of what? Due to the deposition of this. Nicotine. Okay. So what is that we are calling? Decreased oxygen carrying capacity. Decreased oxygen carrying capacity. Decreased oxygen carrying capacity. So smoking leads to what? Smoking leads to cancer, cardiovascular disease, bronchitis, pulmonary tuberculosis, gastric and duodenal ulcers, emphysema, and decreased oxygen carrying capacity. So smoking occurs due to what? Deposition of nicotine. The nicotine is obtained from Nicotiana tobacco and Nicotiana rustica. It leads to cancer, cardiovascular disease, bronchitis, pulmonary tuberculosis, gastric and duodenal ulcer, emphysema, and decreased oxygen carrying capacity. So these are the various factors which occurs, various health ailments which occurs due to the prolonged consumption of alcohols and prolonged consumption of water, prolonged consumption of smoking. Can you understand? And the last one is the prevention and control methods. What are all the prevention and control methods? Now we will see the prevention and control methods. What is the prevention and control methods? So, prevention and control measures. What are those prevention and control methods? First one is avoid peer pressure. You have to understand which is good, which is bad. Even if anybody of them is asking you to experiment, temptations, then we have to get rid of that. We have to be very clear that what we are doing. If it is not correct, then obviously we have to be determined and courage enough to say no. If it is not good, then we must have what? That determination, that courage to say no. Okay, so avoid peer pressure. Second one, by proper education, or by giving proper education and rehabilitation, or otherwise by counseling, by giving proper counseling, involving the individual into the extracurricular activities, sports, gardening, however they are interested. Extracurricular activities, involving themselves into the extracurricular activities. So then seeking help from parents. So always must seek. Then we must be open. Isn't it? Seeking help, seeking help from parents, and the elders or the teachers, and seeking the help of the doctors, seeking the help of the physician, seeking help from physician. Physician means what? Doctors. From the physician, or otherwise from the doctors. For seeking the help from the physicians or the doctors. That is what the medical help or professional help we are telling. Looking for the danger sign. So we always must be careful when the negative or otherwise danger sign occurs. Should be reported, or else it should be identified. Reported or otherwise it should be identified. So seeking help from parents, physician, that is what we are calling the medical help, professional or the medical help. So this is the prevention and control. How it can be prevented, how it can be controlled? By avoid peer pressure, proper education and counseling, extracurricular activities, seeking help from the parents professional physicians, professionals, or otherwise from the doctors, and negative or danger sign occurs should be reported and it should be identified properly. Can you understand what is telling? So what are all the topics that we have studied today? Today we have studied about adolescence, addiction and dependence have taken, isn't it? So adolescence, what is that adolescence? Adolescence, the various characteristic features I have told you, 12 to 18 years, physical development, psychological or the mental development will take place. Physical development, development of various primary and the secondary sexual characters. Mental development occurs by knowing the individual, the characteristic features such as what prompt to the excitement, under doing the experimentation, due to the pair motivation, then adventure, involving themselves in various riding the bikes fastly. It's all adventure and it is not proper also, isn't it? It's not good also, cannot be encouraged, cannot be motivated. No parents will motivate any of the child to ride the bikes very fastly. Only their own friends will encourage. That too, the good friends never encourage. Only those who are not having a good consideration over us will encourage such type of activities like riding the bikes very fastly in the road. Okay, so they are called, that is called as what? Adventurous behavior. Next one is addiction and dependence. Also I told you, addiction is a psychological attachment towards drugs, alcohol. When there is a psychological attachment towards that, it leads to euphoria and similarly intense feeling of well-being and the state of feeling well-being within themselves. Next one is what? The dependence I have told you. Dependence. When there is a dependence towards the alcohols or the drugs or the smoking, then there will be a manifestation of various characteristic features: malicious behavior, reckless behavior, aggressiveness, violence, leads to vandalism, poor academic performance. Idella characteristic features, stress and anxiety. So these are the characteristic features. And similarly, when the individual is having a dependent behavior towards the alcohol, dependent attitude towards the alcohol or the drugs, then ultimately there will be a very dangerous withdrawal symptom will be persisting within the individual life. When the individual is like shakiness, sweating, stress will be there, nausea will be there, isn't it? Fatigue nature will be there. So it will very dreadful withdrawal symptoms or dreadful withdrawal syndrome we are calling. So that is what dependence. And alcoholism and smoking. So when you take this alcohol, the alcohol, however, the lower concentration of an alcohol or higher concentration doesn't matter. But the consumption of alcohol itself is very hazardous. It creates lots of health impacts, health ailments. Like first it affects the stomach. First it affects what? It affects the nervous system. When it affects the nervous system, I told you the axon which is present in the neuron, it will be getting dilated. It will be getting bulged. When it is getting bulged, then normal conduction and the transmission will be there. Isn't it? Nerve impulses has to be conducted, have to be transmitted. So there should be stimulus and there should be a response will be getting affected. So nervous conduction and the coordination will be getting affected. So there will be imbalance. There will be what? Nervous imbalance, which leads to very traumatic problem, casualty or otherwise trauma. It leads to trauma, strokes, brain strokes or trauma. It leads to trauma. Then cardiovascular, it affects the circulatory system, cardiovascular system, dilation of the blood vessels, sometimes deposition of the fatty substances in the blood vessels, capillaries, which obstructs the blood flow. Then it leads to the cardiac arrest or otherwise silent ischemia or cardiac arrest it leads to. Next one is what? Liver cirrhosis. So the normal function of the liver is very important. Why? Because the main function of the liver is doing metabolism, secreting various digestive juices, digestive enzymes required for the digestion. So and also second thing is it helps, main role of the liver is to store the glycogen. Isn't it? Glycogen is a kind of a carbohydrate. So glycogen. So when the liver is being exposed to the alcohol, then automatically what will happen? Instead of storing the glycogen storing capacity will be obstructed, and later it starts to accumulate only the fatty substances. So the fats and the lipids will be getting accumulated throughout the liver. Then the liver will have only a fatty depositions. Then the liver we are calling it as fatty liver. The condition is called as a cirrhosis. So when the fatty deposition occurs, then the normal metabolic activities which has to be carried out by the liver will be getting stopped. Then the condition leads to liver cirrhosis. Liver transplantation will be the ultimate thing. Even it leads to a fracture. And similarly, kidney and immune system will also be getting affected. Then smoking, I told you various things. Smoking is because of taking of the nicotine deposition in the trachea, the larynx, and even to the bronchi, bronchioles, even the alveoli, air sac. The obstruction, lack of oxygen, gaseous exchange, you are telling, no, the emphysema, the exchange of gases or the gaseous diffusion and all will be getting affected. The alveoli or otherwise the hair sac will be there, where the exchange of gases will be taking place, oxyhemoglobin, carboxyhemoglobin, the exchange, carbon dioxide and oxygen exchange should be happen, that will be getting affected because the alveoli will get ruptured. Which the condition we are calling it as emphysema, and even the bronchi will be getting affected. The pulmonary tuberculosis will take place, pulmonary vein and pulmonary artery will be there. So therefore that leads to water, that leads to the pulmonary tuberculosis. So cancer, throat cancer, it leads to what? Bronchial cancer, throat cancer, ulcerations, duodenal ulcerations, gastric ulcerations, the stomach ulcerations, peptic ulcers. So all these things are the health hazards or the health ailments of being getting addicted or taking the smokes for a long duration of time. So that shouldn't happen. Okay. So that is about the alcohols and smoking. And control and prevention. Control and prevention is we have to avoid peer pressure, proper education and counseling, extracurricular activities, seeking help from parents and elders, seeking help from the physician and the medical care. Negative and danger sign occurs which should be reported and it should be identified also. So the chapter is over. Human health and diseases are completed now. So from next class we'll start with food production. The next chapter which we have is the food production. Okay. I hope this lesson becomes very easy, and however the question is being asked in the examination or whatever the question is going to be asked in the examination, so you must be thorough enough to answer from this chapter. Okay, so study well. So as my children, I do want everybody of you to have a very disciplined life in your future. Okay, so education comes next. The streamlined behavior and the disciplined behavior and growing as a responsible citizen to the society plays a predominant role. Then the success, achievement, progress, respect, everything will come to you. So have streamlined behavior, have always high thoughts and perceptions. Don't get exposed towards the peer pressure. Even if your friends commits mistakes, wrongs, you must be a person to rectify. You must be a person to identify and counsel. So such a type of healthy habits has to be nurtured and has to be imbibed within you. I pray God that all my children should have a very healthy, disciplined, streamlined behavior for the prosperity of your family, for the prosperity of yourself, for the dreams of your parents to come true, and ultimately for the growth of the nation. Okay, so thank you very much.